Hey guys, welcome back to another Yokai Watch news video, and oh boy, do I have some exciting info for you today. A brand new Yokai Watch game was just recently announced by Level 5 in Japan. The third version of Yokai Watch 3, Sukiyaki, has officially been revealed and appears to be releasing this holiday season. Now, this shouldn't be anything too alarming, as Level 5 did a similar thing with Yokai Watch 2 in Japan, releasing the Shunichi version just 5 months after their version of Yokai Watch 2, Bony Spirits and Fleshy Souls. But still, this looks absolutely amazing. Level 5 uploaded their first promotional video on their YouTube channel, so let's check it out and see what this new game has in store for us. So the first thing I'd like to bring up is the poster child of this new game, which is Lord Enma, who is a character we briefly heard about in Yokai Watch 1, but that's not really canon anymore, so I don't know what the dump's going on there. But the Lord Enma in that game was actually this specific yokai's father, who until now has not been obtainable in a main series game, only making brief appearances in Yokai Watch Busters and in the second Yokai Watch movie. But if you have access to all 3 Yokai Watch games, you can finally summon debatably the most powerful yokai by far. But we'll get into that a little bit more later. For right now, the biggest thing this trailer is trying to push us is the new Yokai Watch Busters T, which I assume stands for treasure. It's an Indiana Jones inspired spin-off of the Yokai Watch Blasters style of gameplay. This mode allows you to battle some brand new boss yokai, such as this Aranhambaki figure, which is a Japanese god, and this large eyeball guy with swords who looks really cool. And you can even befriend brand new yokai like this Robo-Cubie and Robo-Venoct. Along with this, there appears to be a special item you can only obtain in this game mode that can make some yokai S-rank quality. As you can see here, this Kaden is getting powered up to S-rank status. This new game mode comes with the December 15th update, which is free if you've already purchased Yokai Watch 3, Sushi, or Tempura. And if you haven't, Level 5 is releasing this new bundle which has both games and the update file already installed. This version of the game also comes with 2 new forms for Komasan and Jibanyan, aka their treasure forms. Love these things so much, oh my god. Which is pretty awesome, but hands down the coolest new addition is the new legendary yokai being introduced. Now, from what I can gather, there may in fact be 10 new legendary yokai released in Sukiyaki, the first of which is Nyan Set, which is this Egyptian goddess version of Jibanyan. It's kind of odd, but you know what, I dig it. And there's also Zurubis, which is a pun on what Komasan says in Japanese, Zura, he says that a lot. It looks really awesome, very stoic, reminds me a lot of Komashura, but he seems to be of the Eri tribe, while Nyan Set is of the Shady tribe. Next up we have Pandora, who is most definitely a reference to Pandora's box. A lot of really interesting mythology figures in this, but yeah, she's really cute. Interesting pants, but keeping it with the theme of ancient relics of the past, we have Majin Kamun, which is a mysterious tribe yokai, which kind of looks like Tutankhamun's like sarcophagus, which is pretty neat. Apparently he's a reference to a specific robot Mazinger Z. I don't know what the dump that is, but hey, he looks pretty stinking rad. We also have this genie looking dude who he's probably going to be the Heartful Yokai this time around. Not really too sure how to feel about him, but you know, he looks pretty darn cool. Next, we got a really cool looking yokai, Go King Dead, which I guess is a pun on The Walking Dead. He's a tough tribe, has a sword and a crown. I'm digging that. I'm not too sure if he's based in mythology or whatever, but these 6 all seem to have an archaeology theme. So I assume they're going to be unlockable solely through the new game mode. Is that going to be the case? I'm not too sure, but that would make sense since it's kind of like a, you know, Indiana Jones style. We got to go in, get the treasures and stuff. So maybe these new legendary yokai won't be obtained like in the past. Like, we don't need to fill up pieces of the medallion. We simply need to get all the artifacts to summon them. I don't know. I think that could be pretty cool. But so far, I really like Go King Dead. He just looks so stinking cool. And Pandora is a second favorite for me. I mean, excluding, you know, Nyan Set and Zurubis. I'm just saying, I like them all a whole heck of a lot. But we're not done yet. We still have Speech Hime. Not really sure what's going on there. She kind of looks like Spoilerina, but kind of has like a idol thing going on. Kind of. I don't really know what to think of her. We got Trivia. I'm not too sure about this one either. He's definitely a pun on the Poofessor, but he has like a just weird, he's just different, you know? I can't really put my finger on it, but I think he's like a reference maybe to something that we're just not getting here yet. There's also, yeah, what even is this? So it's Dan Doodle, but he's like kind of, I don't know if it's Americanized. He kind of looks like an old Englishman. He's a different breed of dog. Very interesting. Yet again, I don't know. Hands down, just the weirdest yokai. I feel like he's gonna have a lot of fans though. But yeah, that is Gentleman Ken of the Erie tribe. There's a lot of human-faced dogs in this franchise now. And last but not least, we have someone that looks like the brand new yokai in Yokai Watch 2, Yamatan, or his English name, which is Slurpent. He looks kind of the most same, like they didn't really change too much with his design, but for some reason he has like stars on him and there's like a city at the top. I don't really know what's going on here, but yeah, out of all of the other ones, he kind of looks the most normal, which my guess is okay. That's not all, though. There are, in fact, a lot of different new yokai coming into this game. So we have a dancing trio guy who he looks like he loves to exercise and loves the sun. We have this Sunday girl, this wall yokai, which looks kind of strange. I'm sure that's some pun or something. We have a Papillion, which kind of looks like a female with the really long eyelashes and the flower in her hair. We have the So Sorry guy, who seems to have I am so sorry in his, like, body. Not really sure what's going on there. And some other guys who all look pretty darn cool. Now keep in mind, these are not all the new yokai in the game. There could still be more coming. These are just the ones they have confirmed. This first promotional video was just to build hype for the new game, and I doubt that they're going to show all the new features off just yet. Speaking of new features though, there's also this very strange movie tie-in that they're trying to plug, where you can change the text bubbles and character portraits for Jubanyan and Nate, because there's a live-action Yokai Watch movie that is soon coming out in Japan, so I guess they're doing some sort of tie-in with that. Are we gonna get that? I'm not really too sure. I don't think so, since we're not really gonna get that movie, but hey, maybe they'll surprise us. But the one thing this trailer really wants to stress is the cross-game connectivity. As I mentioned before, if you have all 3 games, you can summon Lord Enma, which is pretty insane. But you can also summon the old King Enma, making his first game appearance, his right-hand man, who had a very major role in the second Yokai Watch movie, and since, if you haven't seen it, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but just know he's sort of in it. And he looks a little bit different now, which I'm kind of curious about, and more or less the actual creator of the Yokai Watch franchise to aid you in battle. I think that is stinking awesome. Yokai Watch 3 Sukiyaki will also come with an exclusive Kaiso Enma medal, which is purple, which is his signature color, which I think is really cool. And also up here, there's a Tofu Usapia. I don't know what's going on there. He looks so funny, man. But yeah, I am extremely hyped about this announcement because it shows that, well, they're pretty serious about continuing Yokai Watch 3. They're not going to release the new games and not update it. Without spoiling too much, the ending of Yokai Watch 3 does hint at future patches, and not just this one, which is really interesting. Now, personally, I do think that they're going about this the right way by releasing content not only for newer games, but also updating the games previously to make sure they're on the same level. And by that I mean, in some franchises of games, you'll get a new game, the third game will completely ruin everything, you can't trade with your friends or battle, and it's a big pain in the butt. But they're really taking time and energy and making sure that if you have Yokai Watch Sushi, you can still fight your friend who has Sukiyaki. And I'm really happy that they're doing that. If I had to give my general impressions of Yokai Watch 3 though, there were a couple of things that I feel like should have been handled a little bit differently, and I'm hoping that Sukiyaki will actually fix a lot of my major gripes with that game. It makes it sound like I'm not really liking the game much, but I really did like it, but there were a couple things where like, okay, I wish this would have been done differently, this did feel a little rushed. And if Sukiyaki can do that for me, I think this might be the best Yokai Watch game we've ever had. From what I can gather from friends that have played Shunichi, they said it was unbelievably better than the first 2 games. So I'm very eager to see what Level 5 is going to do with this one. And I'm also very excited that the Blasters mode, or the Busters mode as it's called in Japanese, hasn't been abandoned. I know there are a lot of fans of that. I personally love it to death, and I'm really pumped to play through some of that. But yeah, all in all, this was a cool announcement. I do want to keep you guys updated on what exactly is happening with the Yokai Watch franchise. I do know that we literally just got Yokai Watch 2 here in the States, and we're probably not going to see this game for a very long time, but you know, it's something cool to look forward to if you're interested. And can I just say, man, I love that box art so much. It looks stinking amazing. But yes, thank you all so much for watching this video. Not really too sure how to really make these, if I'm being honest, since there's not really too much information, and heck, not even all the yokai names or what they do and all the puns and stuff has been translated yet, but I still wanted to inform you guys of when this game is coming out. It's coming out December 15th, so if you have a Japanese 3DS, sadly, yes, the 3DS is still region locked, you can get the game straight up. You can just purchase it on the eShop or import a copy. And for those who are wondering, yes, I do plan to resume my Yokai Watch 3 playthrough and make one for Sukiyaki, assuming there's a lot of new content. But yeah, guys, that'll pretty much do it. Hope you guys dig these sort of things. I like making them. I always love checking out these trailers and seeing what tiny things we can find. But yeah, I'm really pumped for summoning Lord Enma. I gotta get all of the copies of the game now. And I really hope I get that medal too. But yeah, that's all the time I have for today. See you guys in the next Yokai Watch video. Bye.